Most major cities in the civilised world, that is, have some kind of LGBT film festival annually. And here in London, they're hosting their 29th. And over the years, they must have shown hundreds, if not thousands, of shorts and feature films covering all kinds of subject matter, which leaves me thinking, have we said everything there is to say? Are there subject matters left that need talking about? So, behaving quite weirdly, pondering for thought and seeking out the answer to that very question, I'm checking out some of the premiere documentaries showing on London's South Bank. The 2012 Olympic Games here in London were a huge success, and the Paralympics that followed even more so. But what the Paralympic Games did was continue to push the perception that people with body diversity can do amazing things. Local resident Ju Gosling caught the wave of the Paralympics and set up Together 2012 as part of the Games' legacy. Not only is Ju a commentator on disability and LGBT rights, she is also an acclaimed artist and a webmaster, a multimedia storyteller, performance, text and sound, and as well as dance. Is there time left in her life for anything else? Ju, you've done so much in the field of arts. I'm just wondering where you get your energy and your drive and your inspiration from. As tolerant as we like to think our society now is, it's a sad fact that homosexuality is still criminalised in 76 nations and frowned upon in many more. Let's face it, how often do you see a gay couple openly holding hands in suburban Macclesfield? It still isn't easy, even in the liberal, fluffy, out and proud United Kingdom. I've been an advocate of gay rights, and I've also been making films about queer issues for most of my adult life. And even though we've come a long way and we're much more visible and everything's legal and a lot of the battles have been won, we've even got civil partnerships. But I think still with a lot of young gay men trying to come out to their fathers, there's still quite a bit of an emotional minefield to overcome. Of course, in Oscar Wilde's days, it was very hard being gay. And even in the late 1980s, when I was Michael's age, teenager, being gay then was still very difficult. There was a couple of sleazy bars, meeting men in some quite unsavoury places, and even having sex under the age of 21 was illegal. Anyway, how things have changed. Now if you're over the age of 18, you can use one of these lovely devices to meet your love match. Oh, who's that desperate looking bloke? I just wish I had the opportunity to sit down with my dad 20 years ago and say, look, this is me, and then maybe he could hug me and say that's fine and we could go off and do lots of stuff together, but that never happened, and I feel like I've lost those years now. And I wouldn't want to see you kind of go, have that regret when you were in your early 40s. Number 19's gone now. It's been built on by this block of flats here. But that doesn't mean the story's going to go away. Now what happened was when the police started investigating the alleged personal services that had been going on at number 19, there was one name that came up and it sent alarm bells ringing through the British establishment. Now any Tom, Dick or Harry can go down the high street and they can hire a big piece of equipment like this, but not everyone knows how it works, myself included. Of course that can lead to accidents. Now every year in Britain there's around 250,000 nasty accidents involving DIY. I probably cause half of them. So we've got around 3,500 accidents involving screwdrivers, 9,000 with saws, and apparently 1,600 involving broom handles. I really don't want to know about that. So my final question, it's the one that's on everyone's lips and the most important, but do you think my shirt would get me into one of your country and western line dancing evenings?
Your shirt would definitely get you in, and if it was a gay country western line dancing evening, you could even take that shirt off and get in.
So with an international music genre that's been evolving for over 80 years, I think it's safe to say that disco's dead, funky house is fading. Country music, however, is here to stay and it's out and proud. Max Barber, Pink 60 Plus in London.